Can everybody hear it okay? Yeah? I'm going to do a song which I actually wrote the first time I ever came to Europe from Australia. Has anyone been to Australia? Yeah. Well, it's a very, very long way away, and it's about 20 hours. And the first time I came, I went via India. I was travelling through India, and then somehow I found myself in Berlin, and met a bunch of people, and then we ended up in Berlin, and I ended up living in Berlin for a little while, and I was playing on the streets. Straßenspielen, yeah? Nee? Yeah, come on. It's alright, I can't tell if you can hear me or not. And we actually decided to book a tour. I was living in a house in Prenzlauer Berg in Berlin, and we booked a tour from Berlin up to Stockholm. But it was the first tour that we'd ever booked, and so we clearly had no idea what we were doing, and we didn't book any accommodation, and we didn't book any transport, so we ended up hitchhiking the whole tour. But we met some wonderful people, and we found ourselves in Sweden. And has anyone been to Sweden? Yeah, you've been everywhere. They have this great law in Sweden where you can camp on any patch of grass that you like, as long as you're not offending the property owner. So we ended up buying a tent, and we found this incredible patch of grass in the city of Stockholm. And it was the most picturesque location. We were right on the top of the hill overlooking the water where the ships come in. And we couldn't believe our luck. It was a 5-star patch of grass, and we set up our tent, and we went to bed that night. And in the morning, we awoke to this banging and crashing, and we could hear children laughing and see the silhouettes of little children running around the tent. We had no idea what was going on. And it didn't seem that ridiculous actually the night before, but we'd actually been camping in a kindergarten. So this is a song about waking up in a kindergarten. And the kindergarten teacher came over, and we were like, oh no, this isn't going to be good. This isn't going to be good. And she actually ended up inviting us to stay at her house, which was really sweet of her. And we ended up having dinner at her place. But I don't think I'll ever camp in a kindergarten again. But this is a song called Stockholm, and it's about being homesick in Sweden. This ain't my home, 'cause I see water, and boats are floating with the breeze. And I've been thinking of my darling, my home, and all that's in between. And yes, the beauty is overwhelming, and the snow is yet to fall. Even though the stars are northern, no, I'm not far away at all. By the water I was drowning, my hope was sinking in Stockholm. And as the winter's taking over me, no, I'd trade anything for home. I notice ghosts upon the water, bitter glow upon their lips, and they spoke just like the locals. They said, what persuaded you to this? And from time to time I've wondered dreamt of Mexico to Rome. If I could trick my mind into believing that I'm headed home. By the water I was drowning, hope was sinking in Stockholm. And as the winter's taking over me, no, I'd trade anything for home. Maybe I could sail my ship to you, through the waves up to the sky. If I don't make it, tell my darling that I miss them and I love them and I try. By the water I was drowning, hope was sinking in Stockholm. And as the winter's taking over me, no, I'd trade anything for home.